What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Black Ops 7 isn't going to release until late October, early November. But I can't get it out of my head that this decision to immediately follow up Black Ops 6 with Black Ops 7 is a miscalculation. It's a mistake. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't me saying that Black Ops 7 is going to be a financial flop, because I don't believe that. I think from every financial metric, Black Ops 7 is going to be insanely successful, which is going to immediately validate the decision for those at Activision and Treyarch, regardless of it potentially fracturing this entire community. Let me explain why. Prior to this debacle of releasing Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 back to back, both being developed by Treyarch, which has never happened before, mind you, Call of Duty used to pride itself on trying to provide a different experience every single year, changing up the formula just a little bit so that the game could feel unique. So it didn't directly feel like a cash grab like those sports games that are out there that are developed by the same team year in and year out that are just glorified roster updates. At least Call of Duty was trying to tell different stories from different perspectives from different developers. But with Black Ops 6 and 7, it's going to be the same story from the same developers doing the same exact thing. And here's what makes it worse. Black Ops 6 is a buggy mess still to this day, even though we've had 4 seasons to try to correct all of the bugs and the problems. There's still a ton of them. And regardless of that, we're going to go into Black Ops 7 with what? The same bugs? Or are you going to fix the bugs? So are you just allowing Black Ops 6 to be a buggy mess so you could say all the bugs have been fixed for Black Ops 7 so that you look like the good guys to the mouth breathers? Really? Because those of us that have standards see it for what it is. It's not them trying to take a leap forward. It's not them trying to tell a different story. It's them creating a soulless cash grab. Yeah, we didn't complete Black Ops 6, but don't worry, Black Ops 7 is completed. So please spend another $80 for the version you should have had last year. That's exactly what sports games do. Hey, we didn't complete it this year, but next year we'll make those necessary changes. Heaven forbid just releasing a game that is completed. Heaven forbid releasing a game that actually has some quality content in it instead of just a bunch of random content. That's the road that Call of Duty is going down. That's the issue I have with Black Ops 7. It is so clearly a cash grab. So that's why it's going to perform well from a financial standpoint. But for what it means to this community, it is going to alienate people. It's going to push people further away. Because like I said in one of my recent videos, no one asked for this. Nobody was sitting there saying, you know what we need is a follow-up to Black Ops 6 12 months later. People have been criticizing Treyarch all year with their laziness. And maybe they've been lazy because they've been focused on Black Ops 7. Regardless of that, it's inexcusable. This should not be happening with this franchise. And not only that, you are taking away the possibility of a new development studio coming in and telling a different story, sharing a different perspective. Nope, it's going to be the same game next year yet again. Nothing innovative about it, nothing new about it, just some bug fixes. The same way that MW3 improved on some aspects of MW2. Sure, Sledgehammer Games tried their darndest, but they were set behind the 8 ball here. They were given months instead of years to try to create a meaningful experience, and they did their best. MW3 suffers because Infinity Ward is incompetent, not because Sledgehammer Games is. I'll stand by that. But the issue with Black Ops 7 is deeper than that. It's not just the fact that Call of Duty is trying to soullessly cash in on their name recognition. It's the fact that they don't want to do anything to think outside the box. They don't want to be creative. If you were going to release back-to-back Treyarch games, you could have done a brand new series so that players felt they were getting a different experience instead of just Black Ops 6.5. Because that's what it's going to be. People don't want that. They want tangible differences year in and year out. And that's why you have 3 different development studios. But of course, in classic Call of Duty fashion, they have to fumble that too. They could have easily made this work for the entire Call of Duty community. One year it's an Infinity Ward game, the next year it's a Treyarch game, the next year it's a Sledgehammer game, and the cycle just repeats itself. Heck, if you want to throw Raven Software in there and have 4 developers work on 4 unique games, I don't think anybody would be upset. But we are. All it is tearing away some of the foundation you built with Modern Warfare 2019 in favor of creating more and more money for yourselves. It is so blatant greed right now that there's no defending it. Black Ops 7 might be a fine game, but it's a fine game because of what they chose to omit from Black Ops 6. What they took away from you because they felt that that was okay. That's not how things should be done. And I'm calling it out very simply because that's not the way Call of Duty was built. The foundation that Call of Duty was built upon was providing unique experiences year in and year out. And you can say all you want about the classic Call of Duty games and say it was the same game every year. I dare you to go back, play MW2, compare it to Black Ops 1. Tell me that is the exact same game, because you'll be lying. Black Ops is a much deeper game on a lot of levels. Zombies is fantastic, the campaign is fantastic, but multiplayer, even multiplayer, there are easy to identify differences between Black Ops 1 and MW2. You cannot say the same thing when it comes to Black Ops 6 and MW2 or MW3. Heck, you won't be able to say the same for Black Ops 7 and those games because they are carbon copies of each other. The graphics, the sounds, the player models, everything feels like it was back in MW2. That's the problem. That's creating the same game every single year. At least the art style and the identity of Treyarch games were unique to the ones of Infinity Ward games back in the day, but now all of it is homogenous with one another. Why? Why can't these games look distinctly different from one another? Is it because of the new engine they're running on? Or is it because Call of Duty just wants to mail it in? Either way, it just comes across as a blatant cash grab. And I don't want to support that. Because if they're saying with Black Ops 7, it's going to correct the mistakes of Black Ops 6, that's an insult to all of us. That's an insult to the entire community. Because that means they could, and instead of releasing it when they should have, they waited for you to spend $80 for a brand new update to fix the bugs that were in Black Ops 6. That's a slap in the face. That's not worth $80. Trust me, fixing the bugs that are in Black Ops 6 are worth the price of the game right now. Because the bugs that exist in Black Ops 6 are fixable if they cared. But they don't. They're looking forward to the future. And this is directly because Activision thinks they can get away with it. I don't think they should be able to get away with it. But it's up to this community to prove if they're able to get away with it or not. And the second you buy Black Ops 7 or you pre-order it or you decide to buy the Black Ops 7 bundle that'll be available in the Black Ops 6 store, you are telling them that this is okay. You are telling them that it's okay to delay fixes on the current game because the future game will fix it. That's backwards. That's not how it should be. But that's very clearly the message you're sending. That's what you're telling Activision. It's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be okay. And if you make improvements for the next one will be even better. But don't worry, there'll be new problems in the next one as well that will go unfixed, and then we'll just continuously repeat this cycle. When in reality, it doesn't need to be like this. Every game should be its own completed iteration instead of it being half-baked until like October or November. That's not how it should work. That's not how Call of Duty worked prior to this new era. New era of greed. It's so reminiscent of what's happening with IPs like Star Wars and the MCU, where all they're doing is trying to pull straws from everywhere to cash in as much as they can on name recognition and brand recognition, instead of trying to tell meaningful and creative stories. It's no wonder that movies like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that actually has something to say and has emotions that they can convey works. But when you make soulless movies like the Marvels, for instance, it falls flat on its face because it's not trying to tell something unique. It's just there to exist off name recognition alone and trying to pull as much money as they possibly can. When you do IPs justice, that matters to the communities. When you continuously showcase that all you're in it for is the money, it falls flat on its face. That's the takeaway I have. So when I look at Black Ops 7 and I call it a miscalculation, I call it a mistake, it's because they are showing their hand. They are revealing to everybody that it's not about creating unique experiences. It's not about creating something innovative. It's about cashing in on name recognition and brand recognition. That's all it is. It's the sequel trilogy to Star Wars. It's not there to do anything new. It's not there to explore anything new. It's just there to exist to make money. And this isn't me saying I'm against companies making money, but earn it. Do something valuable, something memorable, not just something easy, because anybody can do that. So those are my thoughts on this. I'd love to hear from you down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.